Well, we welcome you into some Bulldog softball today. That's right. We got pushed off one day, but we have made it. And we're going to finally get into some regional action here. And we are in Piedmont. That's right. We're up at Piedmont to be able to play this game. They've been gracious enough to let us come up and play these regionals here. And so if you think, is the camera off just a little bit? What's with that dirt? That's because that's not dirt. That is turf. And so whole field is turf. And so they have some awesome facilities. Looks like they're building some more facilities up here, but we're thankful they let us play regionals up here because there was no way we were playing at our house because from the pitcher's mound to the second base was nothing but a big old puddle. And so we're glad we're able to get away with today. So we're glad that you've joined us, and you're jumping on to watch these Minco Lady Bulldogs start their regional action, begin the chase to get to state. They have a great opportunity here in this regional. To be able to make it to state. They haven't been to state since 2017. They made it 2016, 2017, and so they'll get a shot to go back. And so these girls have never been and get an opportunity to go to state this year. And so today's that day. It all starts over. All the records are 0-0, and today you get the shot at making it to state. And so today our battery is Lane Ray's going to be pitching. Dallas Brothers will be catching for us at first base. Is Redinger at first base, and then second base Journey Cake, third base Emily Mock, shortstop is Little, and then in left field is Morgan Brothers. There's a first pitch ball. Center field Tara Honer, and then right field is Fitzgerald. Hannah Fitzgerald, and so that's who'll start out on the field for us. There's a strike, so 1-1. This is number 22, Ramsey Webb for the Healdton Bulldogs. That's right, you got Bulldogs against Bulldogs, and so Healdton against Minco today. Minco is the home team, and so we're pitching first, and that's a 1-1 count. There's a pop-up. It's going to go to Redinger. She calls it, she catches it, and that's one down. That's a good way to get started off. Expect Minco to really handle this game with interest, see how they come out and see if any nerves or anything like that, or if they just come out excited and dominate like they have been. 30 wins this year so far. 30 wins, 4 losses. Quite a record this year for the Minco Bulldogs as they've really put it together. They played some good, stiff competition and have been able to do well. So that'll be a foul ball. Lane Ray's pitching. There's the slap hitter, so they're going to adjust the infield. I hope you can get a pretty decent picture today. And she's going to put it down. Mock's going to come up, fires it over, but misses. Throws it over the baseline, doesn't get it down the... When you're on the inside of the baseline, you want to throw it on the inside. If you're outside the baseline, you throw it outside the baseline. And so... I will say, playing on a different surface. So this has got to be pretty interesting. I'm sure these girls really haven't done it very much on this type of a surface, on just turf everywhere. And so I'm going to guess the hops are going to be really true. I'm interested to see how fast the bunts, if they speed up or slow down. So that'll be something to watch. And so we'll get a runner on first. And that is Barton is on first base. And number 10 here, Tucker, is up for the Healdton Bulldogs. So there's a foul ball, strike one. Got a southpaw, so going to move the fielders over just a little bit. That's a little high. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. There's a swing and a miss, but she's going to take off. And it's going to bounce out to the center fielder, to Tara Honer. And the Healdton Bulldogs will get a stolen base. That was a strike, so it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. That would be the nerves of the first game of regionals, I would think. There's a foul ball straight back. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. A runner on second. That's going to be just a bit inside. Look pretty good from here. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. She was close on that one. Good spot for that with the 1 ball, 2 strike count. And there's another foul ball as Tucker continues to battle for the Healdton Bulldogs. It'll stay 2-2. 1 out, runner on second. Want to get this out so that way you can keep a 0 on the scoreboard here. Oh, nice change up there all the way down the line. Easy out for Redinger as she'll get the second out. Good pitch right there by Lane Ray as she throws that change up and gets her way out on her front foot. She just barely gets it, barely touches it. Gets it over to Redinger. She does the business, gets it out, but the runner does move to third, so you'll call that a productive out. And so this is Jones, number 16 for Healdton. And there's a hit. Oh, and off the end of the glove. She's going to have to throw it in, and that will be a score for the Healdton Bulldogs, and they'll get the first run of the game. And that's what usually happens. You get an error. Errors usually results to a run, so I had an error on the throw to get her out at first. Morgan Brothers over there almost got a glove on that. She did get her glove on it, but it kind of fell out. She was kind of in between, do I dive or not? And then it rolled off. And I know she's mad at herself for that. So that's 2 outs, but that is a run for Healdton. And runner on first. And got a half swing on that one, a check swing. It'll be called for a strike. So no balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. Runner on first. This is Wolf up to bat. There's strike number 2. Lane Ray looks like she's got her stuff today. That was 4-hole that hit it really well. That's probably their best hitter. She's going to strike her out on 3 straight pitches, and that'll be the 3rd out of the top of the first as we roll into the bottom of the first. But a little harm done by the Healdton Bulldogs as they get 1 on the board. An error, a throwing error at first from Mock, and she was able to steal second base. Was hit over on a changeup. She just barely hit it over to first base, moved her over to third base, and then the cleanup hitter comes up, hit once to left field just right off the glove. And so to be honest, there was 3 opportunities there to get 3 outs with no runs. But Healdton comes up with one, and so the Minco Bulldogs are going to come up and do the same, see if they get some runs on the board. So once again, we're glad that you've joined us. We're glad that you've made it if you just jumped on. This is the Healdton Bulldogs against the Minco Bulldogs. Regional action finally started off. We got rained out yesterday. There was a puddle from in front of the pitcher's mound all the way back to second base. It covered almost the whole infield. And so the Piedmont was gracious enough to let us come up and play our regionals here. And the reason we could play up here, even though they got a lot of rain, is because this is an all-turf field. And so the water just goes away. And so here's what we have as we play at Piedmont. That's why the big P's out there. And so how about that? First year to finally get to host the regional, and you have to go somewhere else. But that's all right. You got to get it done if you want to make it to state. And the Minco Bulldogs are going to try to make a run here and make it state. It'll be the first time since 2017 to be able to get there. They have a great shot, so we're hoping to see that this year. And so Hannah Fitzgerald is going to lead off for us. She's a slap hitter. She'll be 1 hole here. Let's see if I can get you the pitch here. Number 6, Lizzie Wolf is the pitcher for the Healdton Bulldogs. And number 16, Kristen Jones, this is the one who had the RBI, is catching. So Fitzgerald will be in the leadoff spot. Leadoff spot, you just want to get on base. Some way, somehow, get on base and get everything going. So we'll get started here at the bottom of the first. That one hit the hit before the plate. I'm interested for the pitchers how it feels to pitch off of this. Tried to go inside out and get it over to the left side. So it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike to Fitzgerald. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fitzgerald trying to get the Minco Bulldogs started off here. Got her on the inside, right on her hands. She takes a swing at it, fouls it back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now she's got to battle up with 2 strikes. Got to do your job here as your 1 hole. You got to get on base. Got to get it started some way, somehow. She's going to foul that one. She continues to battle. Seeing a left-handed pitcher, you don't see it all the time. And so I know that's a little bit different angle for these hitters today for Minco. But they should get going. There's a changeup. She fights that off, fouls it back. Putting the ball chasers to work today. 1 ball, 2 strikes. When I was a kid in Little League, if you went to go, sometimes you could get a candy bar or something like that if you went and got one, but probably not doing that here today. There's a changeup. He's going to call it up top. Ooh, that was close. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Boy, she tricked her on that one. Fitzgerald got lucky as it was just a little high. She was stone cold stunned on that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fitzgerald battling up, trying to get on base. There she goes. Hits it right up the middle. It's going to bounce off her knee, off her face, and finally gets it to second base. And Fitzgerald does a great job getting on the bag. She gets on first base. So number 23, J.C. Little, is up for the Minco Bulldogs. So runner on first, no outs. That's exactly what you do. Good job by Hannah Fitzgerald. Battling, fouled a bunch off. Got a good call for her. It was a change-up, tricked the umpire and everybody else. And then she was able to get on base, hitting it right up the middle. She's got to put the button down. They were ready for it. That's going to move her over to second base, Fitzgerald. So productive out there by Little as she moves her around. Good bunt. But that got to the third baseman quickly. And so that'll be the first one out. And so here's number 1, Tara Honer. Her and Dallas, and quite a few others. Boy, they've been hitting well this year. They do a really good job, the Minco Lady Bulldogs, of not swinging at bad pitches, staying patient, getting their pitch. They've done well with that this year. And so she shows bunt. It's going to get past the catcher. That ball hit about 4 feet in front of home plate. And that'll be ball 1, and Hannah Fitzgerald gets over to third base. So now you just got to hit it somewhere to bring her in. One ball, no strikes, one out. It's going to be low and outside, so that'll be ball 2. There's a good-looking pitch. That'll be a strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Taking that one, see if they could get her one in. I bet she gets the green light here. Fitzgerald on third, 1 out. 2 balls, 1 strike. Tara Honer up to bat here. She's going to get a hold of that one, and that might find the gap. And it does. It's going to roll all the way to the fence. Hannah Fitzgerald scores. Honer looking for third. She's looking for a triple here, and she makes it no problem and slides in. And a great hit by Honer right there. She's going to score the first run for the Minco Lady Bulldogs. And they'll tie up the ball game there. Good swing right there on a 2-1 count. And that thing rolled quickly to the fence. That's what I was wondering for these players, not ever playing on a turf field, not quite used to maybe what it looks like. I don't know that it changes up a whole lot, but maybe mentally. And so that got all the way to the fence, and they're going to score the first one. Dallas Brothers up for the Lady Bulldogs. Honer on third as she gets a triple on her. And he called that a strike. Me plus everybody else in the press box up here are surprised by that one. So no balls, one strike. He called that one too. No balls, two strikes. Dallas Brothers are going to have to do better at building a relationship when she's playing catcher. Maybe she can get those calls a little bit better. So she's going to have to battle up here. Got to do something with it. With just one out, need to score this run. And that one's going to be up high. She lays off of that one. One ball, two strikes. Just got to get the bat on the ball. Just get it out to the outfield, score the run. A little sacrifice fly. That would be just right. And there's that outside. She got called on it twice. She swung at it and missed it. Wasn't real balanced on that swing, and so that'll be the second out. So Lane Ray's going to have to come up. She's going to have to get a hit, see if we can score Honer, as she's at third after her triple. You don't want to leave them. You don't want to leave runners in scoring position. You got to take advantage of it. She's going to swing first pitch. That's going to find its way foul. Hits off the top of the visitor's dugout. She kind of lunged at that one a little bit. So no balls, one strike, two outs. Got to come up big here. There's going to be strike number two. And so she watched that one. And so Wolf is pitching for the Healdton Bulldogs, and she's putting some work in right now. That's going to be a little too far outside. Not a bad pitch. 2-2. Good eyes right there by Lane Ray. And she swings and misses at that one. Didn't get a full cut at it, and so that'll be the third out. So we'll go to the second inning. The Minco Bulldogs 1. Healdton Bulldogs are 1. So matched it up. Good job by Fitzgerald getting on. She hit it right up the middle. And they were able to move her around. Good bunt by Little. And then Tarrahona hits a triple, and she hits the gap as it rolls all the way to the fence in the left center gap. Was able to score the run and make it all the way to third, but she is left at third as Brothers and Ray go down back-to-back on strikeouts. And so we'll go to the second inning. Get going again. Once again, Lane Ray pitching, Dallas Brothers catching. First base is Taylor Redinger. Second base, Piper Journey Cake. Shortstop, J.C. Little. Third base, Emily Mock. And then in left field is Morgan Brothers. Center field, Tara Honer. Right field, Hannah Fitzgerald. And that's who's playing today for your Lady Bulldogs. Trying to get a win. You want this first win. You want to get in this winner's bracket. You don't want to fight through the loser's bracket. You want to make it all the way through. You want to play the least amount of games as possible, right? And so Lady Bulldogs come in top of the bracket as they 30 wins, 4 losses this year. 30 wins, 4 losses. Great season. But it starts all over when you get to the playoffs. Everybody's 0-0. So Darian Bray up for the Healdton Bulldogs. Ray's going to pump it right to the middle. I like it when she comes after on that first strike. Fastball. She's got some heat when she does that. And so fouled it off. So that'll be strike number 1. Bray's the first baseman. She's going to catch the corner, and she does catch the corner. Nice little frame by Brothers. And that'll be no balls, 2 strikes. Just missed that one. 1-1. Or 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Looked for the corner. Got the corner. That'll be the third strike. Got her looking on that one. And so that'll be out number 1 of the second inning as we are in the top of the second. I like the idea of that from Coach Little. Let's just pound the strike zone, see if they can hit her. And so Matthews up to bat for the Healdton Bulldogs. Ooh, she tried to lean into that one, but just missed her. So ball number 1. Try to change up on that first pitch. There's a second pitch strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. I kind of like the idea of that for Lane Ray. I'd like for her to just pound the strike zone. See if Healdton can hit her or not. And there's a change up. She's early on that one. She's going to hit it down the third baseline for strike number 2. Good pitch. She's going to strike her out swinging. So Lane Ray 2 up, 2 down with 2 strikeouts. She's finding her groove right now. Changed the speed just a little bit, put it up in the zone, and got her to swing at it. Good looking pitch right there. So far we've seen a changeup. We've seen good fastballs on the inside and the outside. Nothing down the middle right now, and that's what you want. Caught the corner on that one, so that'll be strike number 1. This is Spellman for the Healdton Bulldogs. So 2 outs, 1 strike. Lane Ray looking good this inning. She's going to try to put a bunt down. It rolls foul. Just barely. It's a great facility. Super nice field. So this is number 3, Spellman, up for the Healdton Bulldogs. We got no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. She's going to fight that one off and fouls it back. Check swing. Didn't go. It was close. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'm going to check that one just to see if the other umpire disagreed. And there's a third pitch strike. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts for Lane Ray. Dominated that inning, and we'll go to the bottom of the second. Nice inning there by Lane Ray. As she gets number 6, number 7, and number 8 out for the Healdton Lady Bulldogs. And so the Minco Lady Bulldogs will get up to bat here. And they'll come up to bat, and we'll see if they can get going. So it'll start off with our 6th batter. Shay Henderson will be up to bat. Number 12. So we'll have Henderson, Redinger, and Journey Cake. And they'll be up to bat this inning for the Minco Lady Bulldogs. They'll start us off. We'll see if we can get something going. Had some base runners, had some hits. But Wolf was able to get 2 strikeouts at the end of the inning to get the Minco Bulldogs out in the first inning. And so they're getting a good look at her. She's a southpaw. She's throwing from the left side. So a little different. So maybe takes an at-bat to kind of get used to it. So Sabree Henderson up to bat. She's our designated player. And she will just hit today. And so she's going to come on the left side. That pitch is low. That'll be ball 1. Wolf definitely likes the inside of this plate for Sabree. Gonna have to get your back going to get on it. There's a swing at it and a miss. So 1 ball, 1 strike. I think might have pulled your head just a little bit on that one. Got to keep your eyes in. Watch that thing all the way to the bat. There's a good, put a bat on it. It's going to get out to the center fielder. She makes a good play on it. And that'll be out number 1, but good bat right there. Put the bat on the ball, hit it somewhere. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. So good swing there by Henderson, and Taylor Redinger will come up. And so she'll get up to bat, our senior, one of our seniors. And she'll get to work here. So there's 1 out for the Lady Bulldogs. And so we're in the bottom of the second. It's going to call strike on the outside of the plate. He's liking that corner over there. In fact, he's calling both corners pretty well. And so we're going to have to be swinging today. If he's going to call strikes, got to be ready. I kind of like it that way. She's going to try to poke it over there into the hole. It falls down, but it falls down foul. Good hustle by the second baseman there. That was Minco for Healdton. Took a good run at it, dove for it, couldn't quite get it. And so no balls, 2 strikes. She fouls that one off. That right center alley is wide open, as the right fielder's playing pretty close to the line. So there's a big gap over there. And that'll be a little too far outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Got the work gloves on. And she's going to get one down the left field line. I think that's going to drop, and it does. It rolls all the way to the fence. She's going to hustle over to second, take a peek at third, but she's going to hold up right there. And a nice 2-strike hit by Redinger, the senior, coming through. Right down the left field line. Takes 1 bounce and rolls to the fence. And so Redinger will get her a double there on her first at bat of the game. And so that'll bring up Journey Piper Cake. Or Piper Journey Cake. And so she'll be up to bat. 1 out. See if she can move her around. She's got her work gloves on as well. She kind of fakes the bunt there just to kind of see what the infielders are going to do. That's a little high, so ball 1. That'll be strike number 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Redinger on second. Got to be productive here. If you're not going to get a hit, at least get a productive out. At least move your runners around. Get them into scoring position. So we'll see what Journey Cake can come up with here. She's going to put the bunt out. She pulls it back. Fakes the steal there. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Made the catcher throw it. So she's ahead of the count here. This should be your pitch. See if she gets a green light to go for it. She's going to take a hack at it. It's going to go right for the stands. And so 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on second. Here's your chance to get another run. She's going to battle that one. That's going to get over the net as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Continuing to battle up. Good job shortening the swing up. See if she can get her pitch here. Just need to get it to the right side of the field to move this runner over would be ideal. Oh, she's going to get one into the gap. And it does. It gets to the fence. That's going to be an easy score. Journey Cake to second, looking at third. She's going to hold up on second. And that's a 2-strike hit right there by Journey Cake, able to get in Redinger. And so an RBI right there as they switch places. Love that. Good. Both hits this inning are on 2 strikes, so good job by the seniors right there of doing their work, not giving up, battling until they get their pitch, and then when they get their pitch, put it on a rope. And so both of them have done well with that. This is Morgan Brothers up to bat for the Lady Bulldogs. 1 out. Journey Cake on second. She's going to fake the bunt. And that was a strike, called strike. Takes a hack at that one and misses it. Kind of got under it. Thinks she dropped that elbow just a tad. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Want to do something here. Get this runner over to third base at least. And that's way outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Really good hitters all the way down this lineup for the Lady Bulldogs. Every one of them could do something with it. And she's going to find the gap as well. And it does. It falls. And it's going to take a little bit of a spin. And she was on her horse. She's going to get all the way to third base. Journey Cake scores. And that is a 2-strike triple. So all 3 that have got hits in this inning have had 2 strikes and able to get hits, able to get on the base. And so that's got to be frustrating as you get 2 strikes on all of those batters, and they're able to battle back and all get hits, doubles and triples. And so working out for the Lady Bulldogs. The Healdton Lady Bulldogs are going to have a discussion on the mound. And so we have, let me add some runs here. I haven't done that, did I? And so it is 3-1. As Redinger and Journey Cake have scored. Journey Cake with an RBI double. Brothers with an RBI triple. You got to love your 9-hole coming up and getting the bat on the ball and getting a triple. That'll bode well for the Minco Lady Bulldogs. And so Hannah Fitzgerald, get back to the top of the lineup. She'll be up to bat. She's our leadoff. So 1 out. Brothers on third. Fitzgerald up to bat here. Minco doing some damage here in the second inning. And she's going to try to put the bunt down. And she misses that one. So that'll be strike number 1. Oh, got way in on her hands, but somehow she got the bat on the ball, and it is dropped. And Brothers is going to walk in, and she's going to score the 3rd run of this inning. And she's going to put the Minco Bulldogs up 4-1. Man, Fitzgerald did a good job with that. I mean, that was right on top of her hands, but was able to get the barrel on it. Got it out to the right fielder as she was running hard to get it, but it bounced right off of her glove. And so able to score a run off of that error. So good job by Fitzgerald. J.C. Little's going to come up, her first at bat. She sacrificed bunt to get Fitzgerald over to second. See what they do this time. Fitzgerald's just going to go for it. She's going to get there no problem, and she's going to steal second all by herself. So ball 1. Good job by the leadoff hitter Fitzgerald, able to get on base both times as she's gotten up. And so Little's going to be here as we got 1 out, 1 ball, no strikes here at the bottom of the second. And Fitzgerald's going to get all the way to third, and she's going to take off to home, and she's going to make it to home. Great job by Fitzgerald, as Coach Little just gives her the green light to see if they can throw her out, and they cannot. And she got over to third. They overthrew third, and she was able to get home. And she slid at home, kind of. I'll give her a kind of on that slide. That was kind of a I know before the game, Coach Little had him out there sliding at third base, getting used to sliding on this turf. And so I think that's paying off a little bit. Little's going to swing at that one and miss it. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got the bat on it. Is it going to get there? Shortstop's going to make a play on it, and that'll be the second out. So Tara Honer up to bat. She got a triple her first time up with an RBI. So the Lady Bulldogs, Minco, up 5-1, putting 4 runs so far up in this second inning. 2 outs. There's a changeup. It's going to miss up high. Tara put a rip on it to third, or in between in the left center gap to be able to get her first hit of the ball game. It's going to be inside. Ball 2. See if Coach Little gives her a green light to swing at 2-0. I would. That's going to roll on up for 3 balls. Might not on this one. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. And walks her. That's probably what I would do too. Tara's been hitting the ball good. So that'll bring up Dallas Brothers. And so here's our catcher, Dallas Brothers, come up. 2 outs. Last time she went down looking, she didn't like the pitches on the outside corner. Let's see if she makes a little adjustment here and see if she can get the bat on the ball. That's going to be up high. That misses for ball 1. And that's going to miss down low. So 2 balls, no strikes. And so that is 6 straight balls for Wolf. Got a feeling they might not swing at this one. And that misses 2. So 7 straight balls. And that'll be a strike. So 3 balls, 1 strike. This is the one you want right here. Take a good hack right here if it's anywhere close. Oh, over the head. And Honer looks for third base. Decides not to. And so that'll be a walk for Dallas Brothers as she gets down to first base. So that'll put 2 base runners on for Lane Ray. Number 25, Potter for the Minco Bulldogs can come out and pinch run or courtesy run for our catcher for Brothers.
Courtesy runner for Minco, number 25, Liz Potter.
So Lane Ray struck out looking at her first at bat. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. She's going to put a swing on the first one. That's going to go to the second baseman, and she's going to pull it in for the 3rd out. And so, but not until the Minco Bulldogs are able to get 4 runs on the board. They do some damage. They do some damage in that inning, and so put a little room there as Lane Ray had a good second inning. She went 1, 2, 3, struck them all out, and then the Lady Bulldogs come out to hit and put 4 runs on the board in that second inning, and now we have a 5-1 lead. We are right where we wanted to be, I think, if you're a Lady Bulldog fan for Minco. If you're a fan of Healdton, that did not go well for the second inning there. But they were able to get that third out, and so they'll come up to bat as they will bring up their, I believe, 9-hole will start off. So they'll 9-1-2. So Wingo will be up for the Healdton Lady Bulldogs. Got a Bulldogs against Bulldogs today. Bulldogs against Bulldogs. And so a lot of base runners for the Minco Bulldogs so far these 2 innings, and that you gotta like seeing that out of your Bulldogs. They're hitting the ball well. They're looking at it go well. They're not swinging at bad pitches or anything like that. And it looks like Lane Ray's starting to find her groove, and that's real good news if you're a Minco fan. She has just gotten better and better and better as the year has gone on, as this season has gone on. She's really found her groove. As there's her, Tara Honer, do with the majority of the pitching. There's two other girls that have pitched as well. I think 2 or 3. But good innings by them, and so Lane Ray's come out and started off well.
Leading off the top of the third for Healdton, number 00, second baseman Reagan Wingo.
So Wingo up to bat for Healdton. Ray's pitching. Lane Ray pitching. Dallas Brothers catching. Mock Little, Journey Cake, Redinger in the infield for you. That's fouled back as she tries to put a bunt down. Morgan Brothers, Honer, Fitzgerald out there in the outfield for the Minco Bulldogs. And she's going to get the signals in, see if she'll try to put a bunt down again. Redinger edges a little closer, so does Mock at third base. She's going to try again. She pulls it back. So ball 1. Strike 1. 1-1. No outs. Top of the third. Well, she's going to miss that one outside. She's going to get behind the count here. 2-1. She comes right at her. Strike number 2. As the hitter barely got set up. The umpire's hand wasn't up, so she was coming. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. She comes right after her, and she gets strike number 3. And that'll be the 4th consecutive out by strikeouts. She went 3 up, 3 down in the second inning, all 3 strikeouts, and she starts off the third inning the same way. So Webb up for Healdton Bulldogs. They get to the top of their lineup, their 1 hole. And Lane Ray is finding a groove. And that went a little high and outside. One ball, no strikes, 1 out. That's going to miss as well, and so start out 2-0 on this batter. That's going to be fouled back. 2 balls, 1 strike. So 1 out. Struck out the first batter. 2 balls, 1 strike here for Ray. She go right down the middle and just blows it past her for strike number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It seems like when she's really kind of let her rip with those fastballs, and the Healdton just can't catch up to them. And there's the bat on the ball. It's over to the baseline. There's a couple diving. Brothers gets her gloves on, almost comes up with it, but cannot. And so that'll be a foul ball. Little went for it too. Brothers dove for it. I know you can't see it over there. She dove for it, and so did Little, and they kind of ran over each other a little bit. Brothers almost came up with it. That'll be just a foul ball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. That's down the line. Mock makes a good play on it. Good throw, and that's out number 2. Mock playing the hot corner over there, and that was definitely coming at her quickly. And she did a good job getting her glove on it, as it just took 1 hop, and she was able to knock that thing down and make a good throw. So 2 outs. So they're going to get ready for a slap hitter. Second baseman, Journey Kate, comes up. So does the third baseman. First baseman works backwards. She's going to stay back by first base. So that'll be foul ball number 1, strike 1. 2 outs. And a goose egg in the second inning for Healdton, trying to get a goose egg here in the third inning. Got the corner. No balls, 2 strikes. So 0-2. And she's going to battle that one up. Lane Ray just coming after her. Just kind of seeing if she can catch up to her fastball. See what they call here with an 0-2. And the changeup. Mock makes a good play on it. Gets over to Redinger, and that's out number 3. And so 3 up, 3 down in the third inning. Last 2 innings looking good for the Lady Bulldogs from Minco, as they take the Lady Bulldogs from Healdton with not even getting on base the last 2 innings. And so it is 5-1 as we go into the bottom of the third. And Minco is doing some work right now. They're looking like the team that we have been watching that have won 30 games so far this year. And Coach Little has just done a good job. These girls are done well. As I said earlier on the game, haven't been to state since 2017, so it's been a few years. They had a run there for 2 years, 2016 and 2017, able to make it to state. I'm sure you remember that. And so these Lady Bulldogs are trying to get there. They haven't been there. And so they're going to try to get there. And this is the beginning of it. It's the first game of the regionals. Once again, we had to delay. Yesterday, we got quite a bit of rain. We had a puddle from the pitcher's mound to second base. I mean, a huge puddle. And so we could not play this regional at our place where we should have been playing at home. Finally got a home regional, right? And so, but couldn't do it. But Piedmont was gracious enough to let us come up and get to play on this pretty sweet field. I mean, it is nice. It is all turf, and it is nice. But evidently, it takes on rain well. So here's Sabree Henderson as the designated player. In baseball, we would call it the DH. And so she'll start off the bottom of the third inning as Minco's up 5-1. And she's going to take a hack at it, and shortstop makes a good play and able to catch it. She's hit the ball well both times. I like it. Putting the bat on the ball. I'd rather see that. And so out number 1. And so this looks exactly like the second inning. And we'll see if Redinger can get back on base. She's going to take first pitch, and that is a strike. There's a changeup on the inside. She tried to get her knee on that one. So 1 ball, 1 strike. That's the second time she's thrown a changeup that's kind of froze everybody. And so Redinger had a double last at bat. She could get the bat on the ball. That's the place to hit it over to right field so far, and that's going to be out number 2. Just got inside on the hands, couldn't quite get the barrel on it. And so hit it over to right field. She's able to make a play. So
Second baseman number 2, Piper Journey Cake.
So Journey Cake, she also had a double for her first at bat. Got her work gloves on. See if she can do something here with 2 outs. So far, 2 up, 2 down for Healdton. And that's going to be strike number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Minco's been able to get the bat on the ball, able to really get it out in the outfield and get to running. I've had quite a few doubles and a couple of triples, and there's another shot. And that's going to get past the center fielder again. It's going to get to the fence. She's going to get on her horse and get to third. And he's going to send her home, and she's going to make it in. What a play right there. Good call by the coach. Caught him sleeping out in the outfield as they got the cutoff. It looked like she was going to hold up at third, and he sent her, and Journey Cake gets on it and slides home with a bad throw. And it's going to score that one. Caught the cutoff sleeping out in the outfield. Didn't think she was going to go anywhere, and she just got after it and made a bad throw. And so she made her all the way around and scored that run. Little League mamas would call that a home run. So I don't know if we'll call that one, but you know who you are, Little League mamas. You know you do that. Morgan Brothers up to bat. She's got 1 strike. There's inside on the hand. She fouls it off. So strike number 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Journey Cake did a good job on that. With 2 strikes. She's gotten both hits with 2 strikes. Brothers got a triple the first time up. She's going to let that one go up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a swing and a miss. Changed the speed on her there just a little bit. But the Minco Lady Bulldogs able to still get a run on the board. As they score a run, they've scored 1 in the first, 4 in the second, and 1 in the third. And so doing what you're supposed to be doing, score a run every inning, it works out well for you. And so Healdton will come up for the top of the 4th. And they're going to have to start getting to work here as Lane Ray's started to find her groove. They haven't been able to get on base in a couple innings, as they've gone 3 up, 3 down the last 2 innings. Well, it looks like there's going to be a change at pitcher. And so he's going to save Lane Ray's arm, it looks like. And so Shabri Henderson coming in to pitch. And she's a southpaw. That'll give it a little bit different look as she gets warmed up. I haven't got to watch her play yet. I like the move, though. Don't. So as you've taken the lead 6-1, going to change pitchers here and let Henderson come in and get some work in this regional action. So Tucker up to bat for the Lady Bulldogs of Healdton. Henderson in to pitch for the Lady Bulldogs of Minco. So we'll start the 4th inning here. That'll be a ball 1. And that's going to be outside. 2 balls, no strikes. There she found the strike zone. 2 balls, 1 strike. So it looked like Lane Ray's going to go out to left field. So that must be Morgan Brothers come in. There's pitch for the 2nd strike. Good pitch there. Got her off balance swinging on that one. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Henderson, a southpaw here. Like the different angles that it comes from. She's going to pound that one in. Oh, he did not call it. I disagree, Mr. Official. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count here. Got her swinging on got the 3rd strike. So out number 1 for Henderson. Good job there. Got behind in the count, was able to battle back against the batter and got her swinging for out number 1. So this is Jones for Healdton. That one's outside. So top of the 4th, 1 out. There's going to be a little bouncer to the pitcher. She does a good job with that and gets out number 2. Good job Henderson there, fielding her position well. Took her time, made a good throw.
Next up for the Bulldogs pitcher, number 6, Lizzie Wolf.
Wolf up to bat for Healdton. 2 outs. Doing good work here by Henderson. There's a changeup. That'll be ball number 1. He's going to call foul ball there, so that'll be 1-1. So 2 outs here. Henderson come in relief. Going to hack at that one as well. And so 1 ball, 2 strikes. So far, Henderson's keeping them off balance. They're not able to really key in on anything yet. That'll be just outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good pitch there with a 1 ball, 2 strike count. I like where she was going with that. Every now and then you try to get them chase one. I'd say come get him. That's going to be popped up. Honer's going to get underneath it. And that'll be the 3rd out. Good inning there by Henderson coming in for relief for the Lady Bulldogs of Minco. And able to go 3 up, 3 down. And so we'll go into the bottom of the 4th. The Lady Bulldogs of Minco are doing their job right now. They're up 6-1 as they head to the bottom of the 4th, see if they can get some more runs on the board. And so allowed 1 run in the 1st inning. In the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th inning, it has been nothing going. It has been 9 straight batters sit down. I guess really 10 straight batters. And so the pitcher's doing some work there for Minco as they have been blowing through the lineup now, not letting them get anything. And so I believe we'll have Hannah Fitzgerald. She'll come up for her 3rd at bat. She was able to get a single right up the middle. And then she got on by error. She kind of dinked one over to the right fielder, and the right fielder couldn't come up with it. Fell off of her glove, but she was able to get an RBI off of that. And so she was able to score a run. So she's been up twice. She's been on the base twice, and that's definitely what you want from your leadoff batter is to just get on base, make things happen. And so good job by Fitzgerald so far today. She'll come up for the 3rd time, see if she can get something done. Start the bottom of the 4th here. So once again, Fitzgerald slap hitter. Lowe's taking that. She's kind of hit it all over the place. That'll be strike number 1. So no balls, 1 strike. She takes a look at that one, didn't like it. That'll be outside and high. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Good eye right there, not swinging at bad pitches. That's what Minco does a really good job. They don't beat themselves, and that makes a big difference. Really, the only run that Healdton got was off of an error, and so they just do a good job of not beating themselves. They do well in the batter's box as well. Don't swing at a bunch of bad pitches. They make the pitchers pitch. So that's on the inside corner. Fouled that one off. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Not a whole lot of strikeouts looking. They're always getting the bat swinging. Put the bat on the ball, see if something can happen. And so they've been aggressive. They just don't beat themselves. They do a really good job of that. That's why they've got 30 wins and 4 losses right now. There's a changeup. That's going to be high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Minco's been good at hitting with 2 strikes today. They've gotten quite a few hits with 2 strikes. They've battled up well. That's going to be low and inside. So she's going to battle all the way back to a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Let's see if she'll win the battle here in the 4th inning on her 3rd at bat. She's won so far the other 2 times. Let's see if she wins here. And she hits it out to center field, but right to her. So that'll be out number 1 of the 4th inning. Good hit, though. Put the bat on it well. Just went right to her. And so Little will come up to bat. She had a good sacrifice bunt the 1st inning. So 1 out. See if she can get on base here. Just going to watch that first pitch. It's a little high. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out. Minco up 6-1. Done a good job the first 3 innings getting runs on the board. That'll be a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Just going to get the bat on it. It might get down. Oh, yes, right off the glove. That's a fair ball. She's going to get to second. She's working her way to third. She's going to give it a good shot. And she does. Great job by J.C. Little as she just gets on her horse from the beginning. As it went off the left fielder's glove as she kind of dove for it. Bounced right off, went into foul territory after she touched it. She was at second, and Coach Little was not going to hold her back. He's been aggressive. I don't think he believes Healdton can make the throw, and so got her over to third base. At most, you should be at first base. There's an intentional walk to Tara. There's the respect she has as she comes up to bat. So Dallas Brothers will have to do something with that. So Tara got a triple her first at bat, and she's been walked the other 2. So here Dallas Brothers will come up to bat. And owner's going to steal second with no throw. They throw it to the pitcher and try to get her at third, but Little was ready for that. So 1 out. Runners on second and third. Dallas Brothers coming up, ready to do some damage. going to call time. One ball, no strikes. Took a big swing at that one and missed it. One ball, one strike. I think she was trying to find the tennis courts over there on that one. One ball, one strike. Boy, she took a big old swing. She's going to foul that off. Oh, she was somehow hit the light pole. One ball, two strikes. Minco's done well with two strikes today. They've been able to get the bat on the ball and battle up. Brothers did strike out the first at bat in the first inning. She went down looking. She stays off of that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Boy, that's tough to hold off right there. She did a good job. Runners on second and third, 1 out. Just got to put it somewhere, score some more runs. She gets a hold of that one. It's going back, back, back. Oh, off of the fence, right at the top of the fence. And it's going to roll halfway back to second base. Brothers gets all the way to third. It scores 2. And she's got a 2-run triple there. Almost got it out. And she put a hit on that with 2 strikes. I mean, hit the very top of the fence. And so she gets 2 runs there as the Bulldogs go up 8-1. So Potter going to come in a courtesy run for Brothers as she's at third. Big triple there. That hit the fence so hard it came halfway back to second. So Lane Ray's going to come up with 1 out. See what she can do. She thought about laying a bunt down there, but held back, ball 1. And it gets down. She hits it out to left field. She's going to hustle to second, and she makes it. These Minco Lady Bulldogs are aggressive on the base paths, and it's working out to their advantage. And that makes it 9-1 as Lane Ray gets a double out of that. And it's an RBI, and they're going to have a discussion as the game's gone to 9-1, and Minco's really starting to put the bat on the ball. I love the aggressiveness on the base paths. You're going to have to throw us out before we quit running. I like that. Put the pressure on them. So it looks like we're going to have a pitching change. This is number 22, Webb. So they're just going to change positions, it look like. Well, first game of the regional here. Didn't get to play it yesterday, but getting to play it today. And so if you win this game, you'll play at 6 o'clock. And we're going to try to carry that game for you as well on MincoBulldogs.tv. And you can watch them. How about that? We're going to choose softball over football tonight. If you want to watch the football game, you're going to have to go to the football game. And so we'll be here to see if these Lady Bulldogs can get one step closer to getting to state. And so if they win here, they get to play at 6. If they win at 6, then I believe they play at noon on Saturday. I believe is how that works.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Healdton, number 22, Ramsey Webb.
And I believe if you win the game at noon, if you win at 6 o'clock today, and then you win the game at noon tomorrow, then you are headed to state, is how that will work out. And so Minco trying to get back to state. It's been a little bit, so trying to get back there. And so we'll see if they can do that. So that'll be your schedule. We'll see about carrying the game tomorrow. We're kind of working on that, seeing if that'll happen. But we'll definitely carry the game at 6 o'clock. Looks like that's where we're headed. So Shabri Henderson, number 12, she went in and pitched a good inning last inning as she came in for relief. She's had 2 good cuts. She's hit one to center, hit one. Shortstop had to jump and catch it. And so she's put the bat on the ball. Let's see if she can get one here. So 1 out. Ray at second. Scores 9-1. And that's outside. Ray's going to take off, and she's going to make it as she holds on to that base. I guess the turf doesn't scare her to slide. And so stole third base. Good job right there. She got a big jump. So now runner on third. Just got to make contact here. That's going to be outside as well. 2 balls, no strikes. So 1 out, runner on third. Henderson up to bat. That's going to be pop foul backwards. So 1-1, 1 out. Let's see if Henderson here can get her a hit. She's put the bat on the ball well. That one's going to be hit hard, but right to center field again. But it'll be a sacrifice fly as Ray's going to come in and score. So still got the RBI. Did what you're supposed to do there. Score the run. Well, she has hit it hard 3 times, and she has not been rewarded with some good swings. But get an RBI there. That's what you want to do. So productive out. Scored the run like you're supposed to. 2 outs. The senior Redinger up. She plays first base. She's got her work gloves on. Cracks me up that these 2 wear work gloves. First pitch is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. That might have caught the corner, and it did. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Redinger had a double, and then she flied out to right field. And that's going to be inside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Nobody on base. Has scored 4 runs this inning so far. She gets on that one. That might find it. Oh, nice catch by the center field. That was number 3, Spellman for Healdton. Nice catch right there. But that'll be the 3rd out. It's a good hit, though. Good bat on the ball. Just a really good play by the center fielder there. She showed her speed right there when was able to catch that one. So kudos to her going to get that. But Minco's able to score 4 there in the 4th inning. They scored 1 in the 1st inning, 4 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, 4 in the 4th. And that gets us to 10-1. It has been 3 up, 3 down the last 3 innings. And so Healdton hadn't been able to get on base since the 1st inning. And really that was by error. And so we'll get started on the top of the 5th. Well, Minco's done exactly what they needed to do today. As they've come out, a team you should beat, a team you should be able to take care of, and they've come out and done that. And so they've done that all year long. Just an impressive year so far, as they've been able to play some good competition, undefeated in district play, handled everybody. Really only 1 close game in district. as they went 14-0 in district. And they're trying to win one more here today. Play at 6 o'clock and win another one. If you do that, you're setting yourself up in a good spot to be able to make it to state. Like I said, we'll play tonight at 6 as long as everything goes the way it looks like right now. After that 6 o'clock game, you play the next day at noon as whoever needs to go through the loser's bracket, and you'll play them. And so that's what you're trying to do. And so, but one game at a time, taking care of this one. So Henderson's going to come out, continue to pitch in relief. Lane Ray did an excellent job the first 3 innings. Henderson had a 3-up, 3-down last inning. And that one's going to get, Little's going to try to make a play from her knees. Redinger stretches and doesn't quite. She needed her cleat to stay on. No cleats out there, and so able to get a nice play by J.C. Little as she went into the gap, tried to throw from her knees, didn't have enough oomph on that one to get it over there, and so that'll be a base hit. And that was Wolf, or that was Bray for Healdton. She's able to get on base. So first base runner in quite a while for Healdton. And so no outs. And there's going to look to see if they can turn 2 there. Got the out at second. Couldn't make the out at first. Didn't even get a throw in. And so good job by Little getting over to the gap. She's getting some work this inning. And so that'll be out number 1. And here's Spellman. She made that good catch just a little bit ago in center field. And so we got 1 out, runner on first. That's Matthews over there. She looked to bunt, missed it. Strike 1. Nice off-speed pitch there. Going to foul it off. Henderson doing a good job coming out here pitching in relief. She's really mixed it up well, moved it around the plate well. And that's a third called strike as it hit the corner. And that'll be out number 2. So Wingo up to bat for Healdton. Henderson gets the corner on that one, just stripes it, doing a good job. So runner on first, 2 outs. She's going to put the bunt down. It's going to stay fair. Brothers trying to make the play. Does not. Nice little bunt there by Wingo as she just puts it on the line. They were hoping that it might roll foul, but it would not. And then they were a little too late to make the throw. So runners on first and second. 2 outs. So Webb's going to come up to bat. So Henderson's going to find herself in a little bit of a situation here. 2 outs, 2 base runners. There's a ball hit to the gap. It's going to get through. Going to get to Lane Ray out in left field. She handles it cleanly. And the bases are loaded. Ducks on the pond. So number 2 is going to come up, Barton. There's 2 outs. They're trying to make something happen here. Got 2 outs, can make the play anywhere. Slap hitter here, and so Piper was coming forward. Looks like she's going to work her way back. Getting the pitch call. There's a swing and a miss. Strike number 1. So here's the situation. 2 outs. Top of the 5th, down 10-1. Bases are loaded. Henderson in a little bit of a predicament here. Need to get the out. She's going to get it off the inside, and she's going to make it. And there's the throw home. Going to see if we can get her out. Oh, my goodness. Missed it right there. He's on the wrong side. That was an out. Get some help. And so Missed it at first base as she tried to throw it there. It was dropped. And then she tried to run home and steal off of a... They tried that. I can't believe they just tried that, and there's the third out. But Healdton scores 2. And so a lot just happened there. I don't know if you caught all that. And so tried to make the play at first. Bases were loaded. Was a little late. I think she was going to be safe no matter what, and then she dropped it. And then they sent her home anyway, trying to get Minco sleeping, but she threw it home to Dallas. Dallas put the tag on, had her out. Up was on the wrong side of the plate, couldn't see it, and so called her safe. And then as they throw it back to the pitcher, they try to steal another one there and tried to see if Minco was sleeping on that one, and then was able to get her out no problem at home. But Healdton was able to score a couple, make it 10-3. And so they finally get some base runners and finally get a couple runs on the board. And so we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Minco up 10-3. So the next game following us is Healdton against Pawhuska. Healdton and Pawhuska. And so the thought is Pawhuska's got a little bit better record and such, and so the thought is maybe Pawhuska would win this next game and be, if Minco can finish this game out and get the W, it'd be maybe Minco and Pawhuska for the 6 o'clock game. We'll see how that game goes after us. And so we'll be back at around 6 o'clock for the second game. So you can join us for that. And football game we won't carry today. It'll be you'll have to watch it live. And so sorry you won't get the dynamic duo of Pastor Mike and Mr. Sims for the football game. So Journey Cake up. She's going to lead off the bottom of the 5th here. She's had a double and a triple, but she was able to score as they were not prepared. And she was able to kind of steal home as they weren't watching, and so was able to get home and score that run in the 3rd. And so 2 balls, no strikes. There's a strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike. No outs. Bottom of the 5th. Up 10-3. She pulls it down the line. And I guess he called foul. So just foul, man, right down the line. She almost had that one. So 2 balls. So 2 strikes. Yeah, 2-2. So this is Webb pitching. Journey Cake gets it to the shortstop. She's going to try to make the play. I think she's there, and she is safe. Good job getting down the line. Got a good little hop there. Shortstop let it come to her, and they're able to give a little bit of a chance for Journey Cake, and she gets on first and runs it out. So Morgan Brothers will come up to bat. She's had a triple. That was there in the 2nd inning, I believe. Yeah. She got a triple there as we scored forward in the 2nd. She was a part of that. That's a little high ball one. Just 2 seniors on this team. The rest of them underclassmen. So not only going to win this year, they have a good shot next year as well. And that's going to be a little too far inside. 2 balls, no strikes, no outs. Piper on first. Minco's been aggressive on the base paths, so watch for her to be maybe a little hit and run or something here. Well, that's going to be inside. 3 balls, no strikes. Surely she'll take here. Fitzgerald to be up next. She's done a good job at the plate today. And missed that one, so 4 straight balls for a walk. So that'll put runners on first and second. So Brothers on first, Journey Cake on second. So Fitzgerald's done a good job about getting on base today. He's done a great job as the leadoff batter. She has found her way on the base every time. So no outs. She went to put the button down, just got it on top of it. So that'll be strike number 1. Coach Little giving the signs, getting everybody ready to do. First, second, no outs. Fitzgerald up to bat. And she holds off on that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. That was a little high. Once again, that's been what's been impressive watching these Minco batters. Very patient. They do not swing at bad pitches. Every now and then the umpire might call a pitch, but they are not going to swing at a bad pitch. And Journey Cake's going to get there and going to hold. They did not have anybody there as they were cheating up to see if she was going to bunt. Good call there. Once again, aggressive on the base pass. And so both runners move up. So runners on second and third. 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs. Let's see what Fitzgerald can come up with here. Second baseman and third baseman are up. First baseman, shortstop back. That's way outside. So 3 balls, 1 strike. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Runners on second and third. And she's going to get the walk. Hannah Fitzgerald has done her job as the leadoff batter. I mean, she has got on the bag every time. JC Little liking her fanfare. Gives the thumbs up to the announcer. That's good. So Healdton's going to talk about it. Bases are loaded, no outs. Be interested to see what they do here. Coach Little's been very aggressive on the base pass. Is really making Healdton make a play. And so still having a conversation. All right, JC Little's going to come up to bat now. No balls, no strikes, no outs. Bases loaded. Get an opportunity here to get some RBIs. Get a few more runs on the board. That's going to be just outside. Nope, he's going to call the strike. No balls, 1 strike. She's going to get the bat on the ball. Oh, she kicked it. Journey Cake hesitated just a little bit, which was a no-no, but it didn't matter as the third baseman got excited, was trying to figure out what to do before she did it, and able to score. So once again, Lady Bulldogs able to put a run on the board. They've done that every inning. It is 11-3. They cannot walk Tara this time. They've walked her the last 2 times, intentionally the last time. Pitched around her the second time. She got a triple the first at bat, and they're going to hit her. And another RBI for Tara as she is hit. They have not wanted to pitch to her. So 12-3. If we can get one more run here, I believe that's a run rule. I think it's 10 in the 5th. So 12-3, no outs. Get one more on the board here, and we can come back and play at 6. So Dallas Brothers, bases loaded. She put a hurt on a ball the last time she was up to bat. She's going to take the first one, and it's a strike. She put it off the center field wall. I thought it might be out. And so we'll see what she can do here. She just needs to hit the ball hard somewhere. This game will be done. And that'll be inside. Fitzgerald wasn't ready on that one. And so that went all the way to the fence. Should have been able to score on that one. Brothers is going to get up with 1 ball, 1 strike. And she's going to get it through. And that will be it. And that is ball game. The Minco Lady Bulldogs going to win 13-3. So 13-3, your Lady Bulldogs win the ball game and do what they're supposed to do in this first game of the regional action as they win it. So we'll see you at 6 o'clock for the next game. Like I said, won't be able to carry the football game as we'll do the softball game. I just can't be in 2 places at once, and so that's my fault. And so we'll be able to watch them as they continue to try to get to state, making a run for state. So I hope you'll join us at 6 o'clock as we're going to watch them play either Pawhuska or Healdton. We'll see who wins that game. And there'll be that game, and then there'll be another loser's bracket game after that game, and then we will play. So 2 games in between the next game that Minco will play. And if they win that one this evening, they'll get to play at noon and try to win one more game and make it to state. So glad that you joined us. It was fun to watch these Lady Bulldogs do what they do. Man, 31-4. That's a great record so far this year. So join us at 6 o'clock in MincoBulldogs.tv. Tell everybody else to join us, and we'll have a good time and watch Minco do what they do this evening. Thanks for joining us.